It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On 2nd down now, it's Warren.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leo Chanel.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Dances by him.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 34. Harris will start the drive out. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Pickett back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball ref.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, it's Warren. He takes this for 3 to the 29. From the gun on third down, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now a give, right side. Warren. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and 11 now. Pickett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on third and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Now Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Harris running straight ahead. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Pickett going to bootleg it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down. Pickett backed up into his end zone here. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Cobb to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
No score after one on EA Sports. Here we go now on first and goal. Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Packers post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Pickett back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And some room to run now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notched free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Rodgers again now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
WSG.
Pick it now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the pressure gets to him again. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Pickett sets up play action. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. Caught by Cobb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Again, that's Watkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Shoves him aside. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 24 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Down inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down.
Like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hook I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna call the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna call the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca-key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slayer, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Crystal King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really want to be the boss that's
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Starts the drive on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
the middle they go. It's Warren. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play number 9 of the drive coming up. They need 9 yards on third down. Pickett back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
At the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On the give, this is Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the gun, here's Pickett. And
this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Pickett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Let's see what they have drawn up here. Let's get behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Steelers 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And Michel will find his way in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Flush to it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Another try after the 1st down sack. Pickett, he's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Pickett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Pickens on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
36 yards on the play. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Completion here to Claypool.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Here's Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Pickett to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Looking to throw here, Pickett.
Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprised they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. And they're going to move it
down inside the 25.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do. He's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the jump.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Pickett back to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get in. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts out to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett, quick completion here to Johnson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett.
Again, it's Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an... Dropped at the 1.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kenny Pickett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hurts fumbles it.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. They're still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in up with a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3.
19 Tiger.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Eagles first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
Let's go now.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw, Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
road, out the turf, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the turf, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the turf, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Pickett to throw on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And again, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. It's a foot race. The 40. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Boswell for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense finding his legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Rodgers again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Randall Cobb from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rodgers will throw for it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Here's Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Crosby on now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Warren. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. But he's got his target, Harris. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad. Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, and anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the bill leave at 8. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. For every album project, you ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip, I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled, oh your girl let it
Put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. And I stop playing games, gone, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like the time that you wasting, like the time that you wasting on my time.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, all right?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot.